The foreign trade zone opens up opportunities for companies that trade internationally to lower the barriers of trade with companies from around the world. So basically what it does is it lowers the tariffs and customs costs for a company that deal on a large scale with international, on an international scale. So it contributes to lessening the cost of doing business. It also expedites the time frame in terms of doing business. So all the way around, it's another piece of the puzzle that makes the Wells County economy a great place to do business in.
How many businesses would you say in Wells County do a lot of importing and exporting?
Well, I know of a handful already. I do think that this could contribute to increasing the number of companies that do business on an international scale. So this could be an encouragement to other companies to look at new markets around the globe, and we'll provide all the information that's necessary to enable those companies to make a great decision based on their individual circumstance.
Before this happened, what was the difference? I mean, was it a lot longer to try and import and export stuff? Was there a lot longer period to be able to do it, or?
There was. In some instances, this decreases the length of time of doing business on an international scale and cuts it in half. In other instances, it expedites the cost of doing business in terms of time. Obviously, if you reduce the amount of time that a company spends on doing business on an international level, then you're reducing their costs. So it will have some ripple effect in terms of the cost of doing business that we're not even aware of yet. But once companies get a chance to assess where they're at and where they want their businesses to go, they'll be able to assess those costs and see whether or not receiving a foreign trade zone designation makes sense for them.
Will this give Wells County a competitive advantage over, let's say, outside of the 9-county region, 10-county region? Does it give it a competitive advantage over any other place outside of that region?
Yes, it does. The foreign trade zone does give Northeast Indiana as an entity a competitive advantage over other regions. So that is true. We would have an advantage as a region. And of course, we know that economic development is a regional endeavor at this point in the global economy. So that's a great thing.
All right.